Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Trek Honasto, my Klingon game of Star Trek Adventures First Edition, using the rules by Modiphius Entertainment. My name is ELH the Game Master, and joining me are some lovely individuals who will meet right away. You may notice that a crack is missing. We're hoping that he will jump right in halfway through the explanation, but if not, I think we're just dealing with some tech issues on his side. So, for the time being, we will start introductions with Kern. Kern, anything you want to say and who you playing?
Hi, I'm Kern, and I'm playing Dagon, the fleet chief engineer, and I'm looking forward to getting back onto this.
Okay. And then, Donut, what do you got going on?
Hello, Donut. I'm playing Captain Hanas over from the med team, here to patch up when needed and required. And if it's a good day to die, so be it.
All right. And last but not least, what do you got going on, Monjadin?
Monjadin here, playing Colonel Maury, the fleet's adjutant, diplomat, and principal lawyer, here to ascertain what a good day to die actually means when we say good or day, at least in terms of the chapter and verse that we're working on.
Ah. And chat started redeeming evil complications, so that's a good sign.
Well, should have seen that one coming.
All right, I'll think of a better shtick next time. Jeez.
And on that note, let's run the intro and then we'll get started proper.
You don't have enough threat at the moment there?
Nope.
No, I don't have
Thank
enough
God.
threat for a Borg cube quite yet. But welcome back, everybody. And hey, Petrus just gave you another momentum. So you're actually starting with the momentum of last time that carried over. You actually start with 6. So, where we're going to begin is a little bit different than what you might have been expecting. And instead of the, oh, yeah, we just got a distress call or we just got a message saying, help us, we're actually going to start on the surface of a planet. You're in a jungle. You don't know why you're in a jungle. You don't know why you're running. But all of a sudden, it just kind of hits you where you're like, hang on, what just happened? Why are we here? What are we doing? And the jungle around you is like the Amazon rainforest. Thick foliage, kind of dark, very damp, as it were. And you have no comm badges. You have no weapons. You are wearing your Klingon armor, but you have no technology with you at the moment. And that's
I was
going to
ask about tricorders. Dang it.
Yep, no tricorders.
So we've only got, we have our dock tag and that's it?
Nope, you don't even have your dick tag daggers. You don't have your batless. You are quite literally just in a rainforest without anything but the clothes on your back.
So all the stuff about the weapons we got from the Narin and things, those are, what was that? I don't know.
I don't know what a weapon is.
I do have notes, but that's where we're going to start, is that this confusion you're asking out of character, maybe that persists in character.
All right, I gotcha.
Right. Wait a second. Wait. Honasto looks around and just like feels for no tricorder or anything. Can we at least see what time of day it is, or like what's like the environment around us?
It is very much a Twilight situation where you can just make out where you're going despite the thick foliage above you, but for the most part, it's just, I know what a good example is. You remember in Avatar, the movie, not Airbender, the blue alien one? You know how, like, there's that scene where it's like a beautiful display of bioluminescence and nighttime foliage? It's kind of like that, but less pretty.
Sure, I totally know what that movie scene is from a movie I've totally seen. Sure. But I think I get the idea. Okay, so we still have enough visibility that we can make heads or tails of things.
Correct.
What do we smell in the air?
Just barely.
We're Klingons here. Does it smell like death? Does it smell like glory? Does it smell like anything we can recognize?
Is there prey on the wind?
Well, since you asked, Mr. Mori, if you could give me a insight, and I guess a con here, an insight and con at a difficulty of 2.
Wait, con?
Yep.
As in piloting a ship? Con?
Yep.
To smell something?
Mm-hmm. There's a reason for this.
All right.
Did the warp core part out a rainforest?
We're gonna find out.
No, all right.
No. It's because your nose is gonna lead you to your target.
We'll find out. But first, you got to make the roll.
All right. I don't even think I can try to finagle a focus into this one, so let's just roll this bad boy. And survey says
I can offer you a success with a complication.
Great.
But we didn't get a complication?
No, because it was 2 successes required, so...
Oh, right. Yeah, well, why not? Let's take it. We're already disoriented. What's a little more disorientation going to do?
So you, taking a good old whiff, just like a wine sommelier, you just kind of swirl the air around and breathe in. And what you smell, since you are a Klingon, you do smell that there are other, you don't know how large they are, but rather poignant, I think is the right word, rather interesting smells nearby you, and they are getting closer, as if they are pursuing you in some way. The complication, though, is going to be that as you are sniffing around, you actually are going to step in a trap. Now, this trap is your stereotypical bear trap, where you just sort of step down and the metal parts clamp onto your leg, and I'm now going to roll some damage. So let's see.
Okay, can I at least make sure I don't cry out? I've got a focus composure. I don't know if that will... I don't know if that does anything.
Well, the first thing we have to determine is you, as a Klingon, have resistance against non-lethal attacks. So it could be that I don't even damage you here. Okay, apparently I am damaging you here. You are going to suffer 1 stress damage.
I did not need this.
Is that all of us or just Mori? I just want to double check.
Just Mori.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I appear to have acquired an ankle bracelet. Gotta mumble it out a little.
Not that he just stuck his leg in it. He stuck his mouth in it too. Ouch.
You only wish, Captain. No. But keep your voices down. We still do not know what prey hunts us. And can I get this trap off my leg, or is that going to require some further, more specialized?
Yeah, like how is this something that we could help him get out of, or are we going to need to like come up with rudimentary tools or rocks and stuff nearby?
We're Klingons. There's 3 of us and 1 of the trap. All of us use 2 hands and I'll put in 1. Let's get this thing open carefully.
Well, what I would tell you is that yes, that is an option to just raw dog it open. You could craft rudimentary tools to help, but you tell me which way you want to go about it.
Let's go with the faster way.
Yeah, whichever way.
Yeah,
I think we could just probably, if it looks like it's basic enough that we
which
could.
Which is raw dogging it, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Best case scenario, I get out and they've given us a trap to use. Worst case scenario, it just hurts more. Let's do this. Time's not our friend here.
All right. Well, whoever wants to take the lead on this is going to be a fitness and a security at a difficulty of 2, and you can have one source of an assist. And as a reminder, on an assist, you only roll 1 die, and if you've got a focus, it can still apply.
Can coordinated efforts apply to the assister?
It can.
All right. I mean, it stands to reason that probably the guy in the trap should be doing most.
Oh, I can assist with troubleshooting, right?
Troubleshooting would apply.
This is sure trouble to shoot.
Have you tried untrapping and trapping it again?
I don't know if I have the best stats because I've got good fitness, but I don't got good security.
I have
good security total. And average fitness. So.
All
right.
Better than a 14?
All right.
No.
So
Okay, then I guess I could roll. It's fine.
Do the doctor.
And I'll assist.
Yeah.
And
I'll use I'll use my troubleshooting focus. And again, I always forget how to use this as I jump between everything. So I am using a focus.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only thing I have to do. I always forget every time because we don't log in frequently.
So are you assisting or are you?
I'm doing it. I'm doing.
Would this also qualify as field medicine, like getting this trap off, like with no tools or anything?
I don't know if I say medicine. That's what I'm thinking. Troubleshooting.
Well, it actually is a good question. When attempting a medicine task, you may ignore an increase in difficulty working with. Yeah, field medicine would apply. So
okay, I didn't know
that would lower the difficulty to a 1.
Okay, cool. All right, and then using a focus, and then
leave everything else as is unless you want to buy additional dice.
No, I think we're good for now. I'm feeling lucky.
All right, so that is the 1 success you need, 1 from Dagon. So you have 1 floating momentum to do with as you wish. As a reminder, what you can do with momentum is you can, at least in this kind of instance, you can ask questions about your environment. You can create advantages. Creating an advantage is 2 momentum. So if you wanted to use your floating momentum, it would be 1 floating and 1 from the pool, so you would go down to 5. You can create a scene trait, which is kind of like an advantage, but it's a little more potent. And there's a few other ways, but those are the main 3 that I would say would apply to this situation.
All right. Well, I know one idea was can we get the trap out in such a way that we could use it to our benefit?
Certainly. If you want to spend the momentum for that, you certainly can.
Right. I think that might be a good that'll behoove us to have something in our pocket. If we need to.
Could we also dismantle the trap or like get the spring out and have 2 melee weapons? I don't know how useful it would be, but that's an option too.
Yeah, if you want to spend the momentum, it would still bring you down to 5, but you could theoretically have half a bear trap to work with.
Not half a bear trap, 2 touch range edged melee weapons.
That's a good way to think about it.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we try to like turn it around and trap them, or should we?
I like that idea personally.
Which one? The melee weapons?
Yes.
I mean, I'm all for that's very Klingon of us. I'm okay with that too.
Because right now we're kind of naked.
Right. Yeah. Basically, my goal was we need to make sure. I'm thinking we should somehow use the trap to our advantage, and if using it in parts is the advantage, by golly, I'm game for that.
Yeah, you guys take the weapons. I've at least got unarmed strike and judo enough to be a little dangerous.
All right, sounds like a plan to me.
All right, so I will knock you down to 5 momentum. And just for ease of use, what I'm going to say is that this makeshift weapon that you're using from the bear trap, that will count as your Dick-Tag dagger. So anytime you make an attack, just we'll use the damage from a dagger here, just for ease of use. But as you manage to get the bear trap off of Mori, it is something that takes a little bit of time, and the smell is getting to the point that all of you can pick up on it. There is definitely like 3 to 4 somethings getting closer to you.
I just wonder if it's edible.
We can smell it, but can we hear anything?
Well, that's a good question. Can you hear anything? Well, you can either make a roll or you could spend 1 momentum, and I will answer that question.
There's 3 of us. We have less chance to build momentum for the party. Do we want to go easy on it, or should we kind of?
Anyone feeling lucky rolling?
I walked into a bear trap. Don't look at
You're
me.
not feeling lucky. All right, I'm game to roll some dice. I'm game to roll for it rather than we'll hold the momentum for getting out of the bear trap, I guess.
Okay. So for you, give me we'll call it an insight in medicine for you, because you're approaching it from a medical perspective. And the difficulty on this is a 1.
What about xenobiology? Because it would be...
Will apply.
Because, yeah.
Will apply. All right, there's your 1 success. So, Kanas, you take a whiff, and what you smell is very earthy. It is the equivalent of matted fur, wet dog, a little bit of mud. Generally doesn't smell great. Well, I guess to a Klingon that would actually be very good.
I was about to say.
So maybe you find the smell pleasant, but you are able to determine that it's not so much that there's 4 of these things approaching you. There's actually 5, because the 5th one is a different smell.
Oh. Interesting.
And in fact, as you hone in with your Klingon senses, the 5th one, if what you smell is correct, the 5th one is in front of the other 4 scents, as in this 5th scent is closer to you.
Leader of the pack.
Yeah,
or the master.
I was, or ringleader of the circus of values over here.
Mm-hmm.
Was it just me, or did we just have internet hiccup? Am I still here?
You're still here.
You're still here.
No, his game.
All right, we're back.
Crashed.
We're back.
His game, the VTT crashed. I watched it, so
we're back to it.
We're good. Everything's good.
All right. How can we get? Are these trees climbable? Can we get into a position to descend upon them?
Yes, if you wanted to climb into the tree, it would just be a fitness and a con at a difficulty of 2.
All right. So how should we do this? Should we maybe have one of us on the ground and try to pull them out? The rest of us kind of. Oh wait, I know. I'll be the bait. I may have already taken the trap. I'm bleeding. I'm sure.
But they don't know that we took the trap, right?
Yeah, they know that one of us fell into the trap. You two get up into the trees with those bear trap togs and get ready to descend on them from the sky like the great warriors that you are, and I'll descend on them to the ground like the great warrior I am.
So who has the pieces of the trap for starters too? There,
you two.
Us
we haven't determined who. Oh, okay.
Yep, I've got.
The bait has no weapons. Got it.
I need no weapons. I've got a judo focus. Suplex the target. Remember?
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. All right. So
I can't wait for
I'm
those
gonna
words
take
to
an
bite
extra
me in the
die.
ass.
I was just thinking that.
Yep.
Well, as I said, we'll use the momentum for that sort of thing.
All right. Well, Dagon gets up into a tree. In fact, you even get a momentum back for your troubles on that.
I'm back in good form.
All right, I'm gonna do the same thing because I'm gonna.
Remember, it is a difficulty of 2. You may wish to spend momentum because
I'm going to spend momentum, right? I'm gonna kick.
Can I assist her? Just bark encouragement?
I don't know that barking encouragement is going to get her up that tree.
I don't know if you could encourage, and I don't think I have any focuses or anything, so I think I am just rolling with it.
I'm sure it'll be fine. You're rolling a 13. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
That'll be great. We'll pick
Hey,
up
I had an 11 roll, and I got 3. So
there you go. All right, so you go down to 4 momentum. But yeah, 2 successes. So Kanas and Dagon, you managed to get up into the tree, and overall, you are not exactly like stealthily hidden, but you are out of sight of people on the ground.
Well, then I got to start making noises like a stoic but wounded Klingon trying to get back up to his feet. Gonna start swearing out loud about how by my ancestors I will slay the honorless dogs that laid this cowardly trap. And we're gonna go full on Macbeth Shakespearean theatrical Klingon, make it look like maybe a couple of go without me. I will hold these targs off. Forward, my friends, forward.
I mean, they may have no idea what you're saying, so you're just gonna be, but I guess pantomime it very good.
Let them hear me, let them smell my blood, let them come after me, then y'all come down on them.
I don't know why, but when you said Macbeth, I was like, and prithee, whichever knave did set this foul trap.
If it were done when 'tis done, for well, it were done quickly.
I thought you were saying he was going to hold like a little squirrel skull in his hand. That's where I thought you were going with it.
Alas for your record, I knew him, Horatio.
That's where I thought you were going with this, but I was wrong.
Well, maybe we can do that very shortly. Who knows?
Indeed.
But yes, what's going to happen is, Maury, you try your best to be the bait. And sure enough, coming out of the foliage is a creature. You kind of feel you've seen this kind of creature before. They're kind of a cross between a monkey and a shark. And they are moving about like a kangaroo, where they have two main legs and then like a tail or a third limb that they use for balance and sort of hopping on. But this creature is about 1.5 times larger than you, and it is barreling right at you.
I'm gonna mock stagger to my feet. I'm gonna try to put all the courtroom bluster into this that I can, into the physical act of trying to prepare myself to fight to the death. Do the whole, you may have trapped me, but you will never trap my honor. Come forth, etc., etc. Blah, blah, blah. Klingon bluster. And I'm going to get on my feet, wounded looking, and face this thing down. I don't care. I'm a Klingon.
So are you still pretending that you're in the trap?
Yes.
Okay.
It's stuck in the trap. Foot's like dragging down. If I can make it so that he can't see that my foot is not on something wherever possible, but it's going to be very clearly wounded, injured, hurt. But you know what they say about cornered prey? It is most dangerous when it has nowhere else to strike. That's me, baby.
All right. So it continues to run at you, and as it gets close enough that you can do something, it actually hisses. But you don't have your... Well, let me think. Universal Translator at this point for a Klingon wouldn't be in the comm badge. It would be one of those, like, aural encampments. Encampments? No. Enhancements. Where, at least from what I remember on DS9, we see that, at least for Ferengi, the Universal Translator is already in the ear. So I'm thinking probably Klingons have something similar.
Yeah, the Ferengi have more room to put it, though, so they got the advantage there.
Right. Let's say for sake of argument, because it would be really awkward, though perhaps really fun. You know what? I'm going to roll a challenge die. If I roll an effect, you don't have universal translators. Why don't we do it that way? Okay, you have universal translators. So, what that's going to mean is the creature is going to rush at you, and right before you would start to like lash out or it, try to punch you, it just hisses in a very low voice, "Come, run, we must run."
Klingons do not run, and I would run if I was not trapped as a coward would. Do you seek to run not only from whatever chases you, but from the challenge of your honor?
And the creature is going to pause for just a moment to look at you, look down at your leg, then back up at you and says, "We don't have time for this. We must run."
Go and run. Show your back to the prey that you have trapped.
And yeah, the creature just bounds off, just keeps running.
Okay. Do the others hear the creatures?
No, all the others saw was that the creature's head kind of went in a little bit and said something, like sort of like a discordant whisper where you can't really make out what was said. But the creature sort of leaned in, said something, and then ran off.
right, I'm gonna kind of go into a low voice and just see. I don't know if not hearing, or if there's a way to like make it so that I'm not exactly shouting it, but so that Honasto and Kern can hear. It appears to be fleeing from something and invited us to flee with it. Perhaps we need not ambush that creature, but whatever is coming for it.
Understood.
So like that fifth, the fifth one, maybe.
Well, now that it is passed, that fifth extra smell was the thing that was just here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, so there's 4 things chasing it.
Okay, we had it backwards. Got it. Got it.
This was the more pungent scent.
Mm-hmm.
There are still others.
All right. So if I understand, though, you are waiting for the other scents to come by.
Yep.
Can we determine like how quickly they're approaching?
Very rapidly.
Yeah. Stand ready.
We can smell them now.
All right. So, time passes. Not that long.
Can we see anything from the trees?
I'm getting to that.
I'm just so excited.
No, you're good. Maybe about 30 seconds pass between this exchange with the creature and it running off before Kanas and Dagon will see it before Mori. Coming out of the underbrush and looking like the Predator from Predator, I guess, is this weird cross between like an anteater and a lion, where you kind of got that snout of an anteater and a tongue, and then it's got a lion's mane behind it. It's a digigrade species, so they kind of walk on their toes, and they have lots of ornamentation on them that is bones and little skull ornamentation, and basically the Warhammer's aesthetic, if you would. But they're all carrying different weapons. One of them is carrying what looks to be some kind of like a halberd, where it's like a scythe with a staff. One of them is carrying a actual staff itself with blades on either end. And then 2 of them are carrying what appears to be some kind of a firearm mixed with a lance. And they are de-lining straight for Mori.
Oh.
Ha! I may be a warrior second, but I know copyright infringements when I see them charging at me. I fear none of you.
All right, well, we're going to enter into structured combat at this point. Now, just to keep things fair, I am going to say the players do get to go first. And as a reminder, it is one of those things where we don't do initiative in this system. We just bounce between player side and enemy side until everybody has gone. So who among you would like to act first?
I got an idea, and I kind of want to pitch this with the psychology focus. I want to see if I can identify the leader of this pack, or whoever is most likely to be giving the orders, and taunt them. And hopefully that kind of cascades down to the rest of the party. Let's try to get under their skin.
Okay. And then Dagon, you said, what did you want to do, Dagon? Because I heard you speak up there.
I just said C. I just said me. I'd like to go first, but.
Well, what do you have in mind? Let's figure it out. What do you have in mind?
Oh well, I was gonna basically wait till they get close enough for me to jump on them there, at least on one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, no, these mesh. If I pull them, those are not closer to you.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah. I would just say that as a reminder, since it's been a hot minute, that you can go back to back with one another. It just requires that somebody either has quick to action, or that you spend 2 momentum or 2 threat to retain the initiative. So you could work back to back here.
Yeah, maybe if we do that.
Two of us are in the tree right now, so.
Yep, but if we draw however many of these past the tree and have the 2 of you strike at once, we then have them in a pincer.
Mm-hmm. How many of these opponents do we have now?
There are 4.
Right, because the 5th one was the getting chased. Because I was mentally thinking it was backwards.
I say let's do it. The two of these ideas can mesh. It's perfect. Let me set them up, and the two of you then knock them down, and we'll take it from there.
Yep.
Maybe I'll take a couple of hits,
Sounds
but
right.
yeah, we'll make them work for it.
All right. So, Maury, since you are trying to use psychology here, I think this is definitely a presence and a command. This would be psychology as a focus. I am going to set the difficulty for you at a 3.
Now, okay. I'm going to throw in commanding bloodline. When you attempt a command task, you ignore the first complication. So useful. Let's see. Does cautious carry over? Maybe I might use cautious to reroll.
Yeah, if you buy momentum with threat, or if you buy additional dice with momentum, cautious would come into play.
Let's see. I may or may not do that. I'm not being intimidated or threatened. That wouldn't do it. Oh, you can expand through these. That's very nice. All right. I'm just going to do my regular ass roll with my focus, and we'll see about veteran or the others thereafter.
Well, reminder, it's a difficulty of 3, so you definitely probably want to buy momentum here. Buy dice with momentum.
Yeah.
I might spend a determination.
Okay.
Maybe. I only have the 1. All right, let's spend a point of momentum.
Yeah, I would say wait for your determination. We don't know. We don't even know if they're going to attack yet. So.
Okay, yeah, so it sounds like you're spending momentum to roll 3 dice.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's focus. Number of dice. Trace. Value. Sure.
All right, well, because of cautious command, you can re-roll that 17.
All right. Do I just do anything fun to re-roll it, or just perform task 1 die nothing?
Just perform task 1 die. Okay.
Nope.
I can offer you a success with a complication.
Sure, let's take the complication. We want this plan to work.
So as you are hurling Klingon insults, trying to bluster and make yourself the main target, or throw the leader, as it were, off their game, what's actually going to end up happening is one of them, who's wearing more greens and browns than the others are kind of sticking out now that you look at them. They have more on purples and reds more than anything else. But the one with greens and browns in their uniform, or their ensemble, is actually going to step forward and will attack you directly. Unless you immediately spend the 2 momentum or give me 2 threat for Dagon to go immediately.
I could take a couple of hits, I think. Let's let them keep their sense of security, and we'll let the guy who wishes he got Gary Busey first. We'll make him wish that he stayed on the set of Predator.
Wow.
Yep. I had to look that up, so it's okay. Yeah, no, let him try to hit me.
Sounds like famous last words, but we're watch.
Look, I'm over caffeinated. I'm riding this. I need to be the bait, and that means we're gonna have to take a couple of hits. I'm a Klingon.
Klingons can be very patient, and we're patient.
Yep.
All right. In that case, it is going to pass to the unknown alien, the anteater lion thing, and it is going to attempt to swing at you. So, as a reminder, since this is a melee attack, and since it is using one of those gun lances, this is going to be something where it is opposed. And what that means is, Maury, you are going to be rolling a daring and a security. And if you get more successes than I'm about to roll, then you actually counterattack this individual instead. But if I roll equal to or more successes than you roll, then it will hit you with its gun lance. So I actually have to spend 2 threat here. 1, because it is doing a lethal attack, which means your Brackle, your innate resistance, does nothing.
Yeah, doesn't apply.
The second thing of threat is that it will actually be rolling 3 dice here because you pissed it off. That is a very low roll, but let's expand out that 21. I see a 6, a 12, and a 3. Unfortunately, that 3 is 2 successes for it. So, Maury, you need to roll 5 successes here in order to not get hit and to counterattack.
All right, this is where determination might happen. And judo,
Definitely.
I think that kind of counts.
Judo
that was your
definitely
whole.
counts as a
That was your
focus.
whole plan.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, now do I have to declare determination now, or can I opt later?
Well,
Actually,
if you do it before the roll, then you start with 2 free successes. If you use determination after the roll, you can re-roll as many dice as you wish, but you cannot just say, "Oh, I want 2 extra successes." You have to declare that before the roll.
All right. I don't think there's any way for me to mathematically meet or exceed 3 without spending it to start. So I'm gonna have to spend it. Okay. 1 determination down. Perform, and you said control security?
Daring security, and you need 5 successes here.
Daring security. So I started with 2. Let's see. So veteran. Let's see. Veteran gives. Let's see.
Oh yeah, roll for veteran because you could immediately get it right back.
Yeah.
All right. So
UCD there. Yeah.
Challenge. Where do I click to? Challenge Uno. We got
no, don't get it back, unfortunately.
Nope. That's fine. Let's see. Let's do anything here. No, that's when I don't get daunted. All right. Cool. All right, we're just gonna do this, and I might opt in for that momentum.
Remember, you got to spend the momentum before the roll.
Yeah, let's spend it. All right. So the momentum gives 1 success, right?
Well, that's the thing, is that it's since you are using determination, it would be 2 momentum for the 3rd die. It would be 3 momentum, 2 threat for the 4th die.
Oh, so just spending determination does not give the 2 free successes. It counts as the 2.
It counts as the first new die in your pool, where it adds a dice that has already rolled 1 to your pool.
Okay. So adding in 2 momentum gives the 1 die. I think that might be the only way for me to even attempt success, so I might have to do it, folks. What do you think?
I mean, you can always give me threat for more dice. If you just basically, in order to roll 4 dice with your determination, you would basically have to give me 5 meta currency. So that could be 3 momentum and 2 threat. That could be 1 momentum and 4 threat, just as long as you give me 5 meta currency.
So if I just
chat just gave you a momentum as well, so you actually had 4 momentum.
Thank you, chat.
Oh,
Bless.
chat, I knew that you were my boy. I knew that you were down. I knew it, even after all the evil. So, with the chat 1, and I knew, see, this is how lawyers do. We try to argue every single point, so I'd say this is in character, struggle breeds honor, it has a value for what it's worth. Now we're at 3 momentum without spending the momentum. If I take that to 2, it makes life tricky for the next one, but it gives us a chance to fuck this guy up. Oh, sorry. Fuck this fucker up. I think I'm going to take 2 momentum. What do y'all say?
What are we at? And that's
puts us
down to
4.
We're at 4. Stare to be used.
Okay.
Indeed.
All right. We're going to do this. Perform. Focus. Let's see.
Make sure to check using determination value.
Yep. There we go. We're doing 2 dice, and
you get 5 successes. Well done.
Oh, bless.
Nice.
So you actually get a momentum back for your trouble, and now you get to do your unarmed strike counterattack.
What weapon is this guy charging at me with? The gun lance?
A gun lance.
Someone watched too many intros of too many animated alien video craft set to the parks of the Lincolns and has had one too many imported animated films to go with it. He's charging, raising the gun lance up, twisting it as if to take a shot at it and then swing downwards. Easily as he fires it, there's that one moment when I watch his trigger finger move, narrow my eyes, and sidestep with the trapped foot in a way that allows me to grab the lance, spin it, and send him a little bit staggering. What happens to the person that's charging? I leave to GM's imagination, but pretty sure they didn't expect the prey to attempt to disarm them.
All right, I will offer you an honorable compromise. If you forego doing any damage with your attack, I will allow you to take the gun lance.
Yep. Done. Okay. I know a good plea bargain when I hear it.
For sake of use, we are going to be treating this like a batleth, but as kind of one of those like momentary flashbacks or one of those like moments where you hear whispers of somebody saying something, a memory comes to mind that apparently this gun lance is a dishba. It's coming back to your mind. You're like, all right, I know this is a dishba, but why do I know it's a dishba? Kind of a thing.
Your grip on your dishba is as weak as your grip on your feet, it might seem. Wait, what is this grip that I'm talking about? We will figure this out later. And I do a quick little lancy spin, I don't know what the term is, and turn and face the rest of the pursuer dudes.
All right. Well, since chat did give me an evil complication that I turned into threat, I'm going to spend 2 threat to retain the initiative. And another one of the alien creatures is going to attempt to bum rush you. I am only going to give them the default 2 dice, so let's roll it and see what happens. Let's expand out that 27. That is a complication and 1 success. So as long as you get 2 successes here, you probably are sitting pretty.
All right, daring security, bladed weapons. Wait, this thing does have a blade, right? Or is it a blunt?
It does. It's technically a lance, so it does have a point, but there is. It's like a Final Fantasy XIV gunblade, where it's both gun and both blade.
Wow, a gun blade being both a gun and a blade? I wouldn't have thought. That's insane. That's amazing. What an idea. Let's do this. All right. Let's see. So bladed weapons, focus. I'm not going to do any fun shit. Save the points.
All right. Only 1 success, which means it is going to succeed, unfortunately, but it is going to have a complication. So what's going to happen is you try to fend off this halberd attack, and unfortunately, the halberd does clip you in the arm, and you get another one of those why do I know this moments. You know that this halberd is known as a gouvouille. But we now need to roll damage on the gouvouille. So let's see. All right, well, because I didn't declare it was a lethal attack, that is only going to be 1 damage to you.
All right, let's not have this be Mori learns the vocabulary of every single weapon, fist, kick, and every part of which it can poke, prod, or cut.
The hard way.
Yeah. All right, 1 damage. Done.
And then, yeah, that is the end of this creature's turn. We now turn to the players.
So I'll go in, launch myself.
All right. Is there a particular one you're trying to land on?
The closest one to him.
Okay. So we'll say for sake of argument, the way the scene is set up in my mind, you will be jumping on the one that has the staff with a scythe.
Oh, sounds good.
And
definitely not aiming for the tip of that, though.
Don't land on the staff.
Yeah, don't land on it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
well, good enough to not do that.
What I'm going to say is that because you are currently up in a tree and the thing is unaware, I actually am going to give you an additional dice for free. So you're rolling 3d20 to start with rather than 2.
Ooh. Ugh.
But remember, it is opposed, so the more successes you get is what I have to try and beat. And it is a daring security.
Can I use edge weapons with the trap?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's an improvised edge weapon, but edge weapon still applies.
There you go. Yep. Okay.
And I need to know before the attack, are you being lethal or not?
No.
Okay. Because remember, if you want to do lethal, you got to give me 1 threat to declare it's a lethal attack.
Yeah. Wasn't thinking lethal. Just thinking incapacitated, because there's more of them than there are of us, so I don't want to spend that whole time. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so you got 3 successes, it looks like, and what that's going to mean is I have to roll 4 successes to beat you here. Do I wish to spend threat on this guy? No, I don't think he's going to spend threat. I think he's just going to roll flat, and if he ends up beating you, amazing. I mean, 29, it's possible. Let's expand it out. Nope, that's a complication. So what's going to end up happening is go ahead and roll your damage, because that could flavor what ends up happening. Okay. You could spend a momentum to re-roll those blanks if you so wished.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah, the session is young. Let's make it.
And now I've got to go up here for a dice. Boop.
Okay, so you go from 5 to 7 damage. Cool. And what I'm going to tell you is that it does have some resistance to it, but you still do the magical 5 number, which incapacitates, removes the thing from combat. So,
which was my goal.
What's going to happen is you drop down with your improvised bladed weapon at the ready. You land on the creature's shoulders, and you tackle it to the ground. Like, you quite literally bury its face in the ground. And then as it is trying to get up and fling you off of it, you just sort of hit it over the head with the back of the bladed weapon. And eventually you just give it one good thwack, and the creature falls still. So that one is incapacitated.
And so we need to do, what was it, threat to allow Honasto to jump in?
Correct, immediately, okay. Yes. Otherwise it will be one of the other people's turns.
I say let's do it.
Yeah, it's 2. Yep.
All right. Okay. I mean, that's basically what I was going to go down and...
Yep.
But yeah, I.K.S, this is, if you are going to be attacking, it is another daring and security. And it will be opposed. But remember, since you are kind of hidden, you actually get a 3rd die for free.
All right. I don't think I'm looking at my stuff. I don't think anything I've got would really count for this. I guess it's not really troubleshooting. It's more I'm the trouble for this one.
And you're doing the shooting.
Yeah, so I don't think that works. Okay. Let me perform task. Got the die.
2 successes. All right. Let me, of course, roll here. Oh, were you being a lethal attack or non-lethal?
Oh, non-lethal. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. We want to... Yeah.
Ooh, that's an 18. Let me expand that out. That could be a problem. That is an 8 and a 10. That is 2 successes, not enough. So yes, you are able to hit it. Go ahead and roll your damage. As a reminder, we're treating this like your tag dagger. So just roll damage on that, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so that is 6 damage. Do you wish to spend momentum to reroll those 3 blanks?
I'd rather keep the momentum because we're not really operating on a lot, and there's still one more dude that hasn't been touched yet at all. So,
well, if it changes your decision, I will tell you that unfortunately, it is not enough to put this creature down if you do not spend either 1 momentum to add 1 damage or spend 1 momentum to reroll those 3 blanks.
Okay. Well, in that case...
And if it changes your mind, you can also give me threat instead of momentum.
I mean, if this one goes down, it's from 4 pursuers to 2.
All right. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. Yeah, we'll do the momentum. Try it again.
Well, the easiest way would be to just add 1 damage here. Because it's 1 momentum or 1 threat per additional damage. So if you gave me 1 more momentum, it would be enough to put the creature down.
Okay. In that case, then yeah, I didn't realize how close I was. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right. So, I.K.S, you do something very similar to Dagon, where you fall onto the creature and you are able to, kind of drive it into the ground. There is a moment where the creature tries to roll and throw you off of it, but you hold on as you slash at it with your blade, and eventually you do manage to get the creature to fall still, and it leaves its gun lance in a place you can grab it if you so wish.
Sure, why not?
Okay. So as a reminder, the dishba, the gun lance, is treated like your batleth. And actually, since I.K.S, you have special skills when it comes to a bat'leth, you actually do use your special bat'leth instead of a normal bat'leth here.
All right, cool. I mean, I actually at this point only have special bat'leth on my character sheet, so yeah, it's a good thing because I don't have the other one set up anymore.
It's just one less damage, but
no, but it is. I like to pretend it's surgical precision.
Exactly.
Do they also know, like, once they pick it up or come in contact, that it's a what is it?
A dishba? Yes, the same thing happens. Where once again, I.K.S, you pick this up, and you hear somebody, you don't know who, but somebody saying, "Yes, and this is a dishba, our finest weapon when we use against the," and that's all you remember. But yeah, I'm just checking my notes here. I think, you've knocked out everybody who hasn't gone. So we go to top of the initiative order, and it is now going to be the enemy's turn. And I think the leader, the one that you stole the gun lance from there, Mori, I think he's going to scoff, and he's actually going to pull out what looks to be some kind of pistol and is going to attempt to shoot you point blank. Not very honorable, if you ask me.
Very unhonorable.
Indeed.
I don't even need to expand up that 10. That's 2 successes I know already, but I gotta check if it's a crit. Hold on. Yeah, that 4 is a crit, so I actually get a threat back for that. So, how much damage? Where did I put this in my notes? Oh, and you know what? I will spend that immediate threat to make it a lethal attack because that's interesting. All right, it is 5 challenge die with vicious. Well, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news...
-2?
Well, that's the thing, because it's a lethal attack. Bracklord does not come to play. So the good news is that, Mori, you only suffer 5 stress damage. The bad news is, as a reminder, it is the 5 magical number. So you go from 12 stress down to 7... and you are considered lethally injured until treated by somebody.
If only there was a doctor in this party.
If only there was a doctor on the planet.
God. Yeah. Oh, well. Hang on, I'm just going to dig out this wound with the tip of this dishba here. I mean, first we're going to impale this fucker.
Yeah. But unfortunately, since you are considered lethally injured, you either have to give me 2 meta currency to stay up, or you have to simply be out of the fight for now.
Can we do the 1 momentum and 1 threat?
Yeah, certainly.
Let's see. Well, if I go down, it's the 2 of them. No, it is not honorable to fall before a superior. It's honorable to fall before a superior opponent, but this guy's not superior. We're not falling. Take your threat. Take it like the Targ, and we will stand like warriors.
All right. There. So, Mori, there is a flash of purple light that washes over you. Your nerves feel like they're burning. Your entire body aches with pain, but you are Klingon. It is a good pain. But it is now the player's turn. Which among you would like to act next?
I went first last time. Somebody else go first this time.
Okay. All right. I'll go.
All right. And Dagon, if it helps any, you of course have the asshole who just pulled out his disruptor, or you have the halberd guy.
I'll go after the a-hole there.
Okay. Once again, it is a daring security, and it is opposed. You basically set my difficulty. 3 successes.
Ooh.
All right. Let me see. This guy doesn't have a weapon. He only has his disruptor on him. Does he have that? Oh, that's right. I gave him that special talent. Ooh.
I don't like hearing that from the.
It's origami, right? It's not a combat skill. He's just
he's really good at knitting, whistling.
I'm gonna spend 2 threat, 1 to make it a lethal attack, and 1 to make it 3 dice that he's rolling.
Mm-hmm.
All right, very
Free
important.
hentai
Let's
anteater.
expand out that 26. That is a 7, a 6, and a 13. That is 3 successes. Not enough. He needed 4. So,
Yep.
what happens is, Dagon, as you come in with your improvised weapon, the creature tries to turn his weapon on you, the disruptor, and does fire off a shot, but you either duck beneath or you manage to otherwise get out of the way of the shot, and the purple light just slams into a tree and causes an explosion of tree bark as you raise your weapon high and do some damage here.
Yep. And here comes the damage.
Okay.
Boom.
Now, that was not a lethal attack, but you are not doing enough damage to put him down.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay,
I can't change that.
3 of us?
Actually, I could. Actually, using 1 threat, couldn't
I? It would be 1 threat to reroll as many of the challenge dice as you wish, or you could give me 2 threat to put him down.
There's still 3 of us to them.
Yeah, I'll go with just 1 threat to add an extra point there.
Okay, so that does 6 damage rather than 5. That's still not enough, unfortunately. Okay. All right. Well, let me see. That leaves Mr. Halibird Guy. Mr. Halibird Guy is going to actually come over and attempt to fist fight you, Dagon. Well, I say fist fight, but you've got your weapon. He's got his haliberd. And once again, it is opposed. I am going to spend 2 threat for a lethal and 3d20. Ooh, that's a 40. That doesn't bode well. Let's expand that out. That is only 1 success on his part. So just get 2 successes, and you're good to go.
Right on.
Roll good.
Okay, that is only 1 success, unfortunately, which means he is going to stab you with his haliberd. And let me see. It does this much damage. Well, do I make this spicy? Because right now that's 4 damage. I think I make it spicy because it's fun. It's a Klingon game. We need spice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to spend 1 more threat to knock you down to, what did you have? You had 13. You'll go down to 8 stress. And you are also now considered lethally injured unless you spend 2 threat to stay up.
I'll spend the 2 threat.
Okay. All right. So, I'm trying to think who hasn't gone. Yes, I.K.S, you have not gone yet.
I have not gone. All right. Can I just do like a quick inventory of how the other guys are looking versus how our guys are looking?
Well, Maury looks like he got shot point blank with a disruptor, so looks pretty bad. Dagon, his left arm is hanging on by a thread, literally.
Everyone's looking bad.
Go for Dagon. Just because my abdomen has a hole, that hurts, but if Dagon's arm is almost off, he needs that arm to slay these dishonorable Patak.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with the lawyer. Usually you don't go contrary to legal advice. All right, well, I've got field medicine, so...
Hey, I'm just bleeding. He's hurting. No, take out the other guy. Don't help him.
Oh, duh. Yeah. I forgot. We didn't actually kill the other guys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got my special...
Either one of them.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we're not killing any of them anyway.
Whichever one is closer to me, I guess.
Okay, that would actually be the haliberd guy. So good news is that since you are very much skilled with your batleth or your gun lance in this instance, you do get to add 1d20, so you're starting at 3d20. It is still a daring security here. Three successes. All right. Do I want to spend threat? No, I think I'm just going to roll straight. If he beats you, great. If not, oh well. Okay. That is
Yikes.
That is a 3 and a 4, which is actually 4 successes for him.
Wow.
Well, we asked for spicy.
All right. They may actually be honorable. Yeah.
All right.
Their condition has been upgraded from Patak to maybe Targ.
I'm just trying to think what we could do here. So, Kanas, one thing you could do to attempt to change this is you could spend your determination to re-roll that 15.
I forgot I do have determination. Okay.
Yeah, you could do that. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to get hit by this halberd.
Let's try that. This points are beer to be used.
Incidentally, I love how you got halberd pronounced as if it's like Halliburton. I keep thinking that Dick Cheney is attacking us.
All right, so the best way,
halberd.
My best way is just to redo the perform task with just one die. There's no like button to just redo
Yeah, it's just easier to just do the one die through the perform task. There you go. 4 successes, you're good. So for a moment, what it looks like is, Kanas, you come in with the gun lance, the dishba, the halberd comes in, and I'm going to keep saying it that way because it's stuck in my head now. He attempts to, sort of stab at you, try to take your arm as well, but you deflect the blow with your gun lance, drive it into his abdomen, and roll me some damage.
Do the thing where you drive it through him and like fling him upwards.
Oh, good Lord.
I think I did that.
That is 11 damage, which, even though it is a non-lethal attack, is enough to not only fill his stress track, but it is 5 more damage. You kill this guy. How would you kill him?
Non-lethally.
Non-lethally. All right.
You just choked him to death.
I think I'm going to avenge my comrade and go for the arms to just like slice them both off to be like, I've got you. You don't do unto others or whatever. Yeah, we're gonna get those limbs off. It's only a flesh wound. Oh, it's definitely more than just a flesh wound.
I'll do you one better. As you drive your lance into the shoulders of this creature, you think, wait a second, a dishba, doesn't it have a trigger? You find the trigger and pull it, and what happens is, as long as the gun lance is embedded in something, the tip vibrates and causes a small explosion that literally detonates the arm off of this creature.
Yeah, so I accidentally dismember.
Can we get your best Arnold Schwarzenegger voice? I have moved to disarm the enemy.
I have moved to disarm the enemy.
I was gonna have my wife say that, but I'd rather in that
fine
voice.
Too.
What are you doing? My arm is on the ground. What are you doing? In fact, I think we just got a voice for Mr. Leader Person here. I think we got a voice for him.
It is only a scratch.
Monty Hall there.
Yeah. Well, you've all gone. He's gone. So we go to top of the round again. Oh wait, sorry.
Actually, Maury didn't go yet.
Maury's turn. Go right ahead.
Yep.
All right. So the guy who shot me, he's not the one that has been disarmed, right? He's still kind of up and waving his gun around.
The only guy that is up is the guy with the disruptor.
All right. I would like to let's go for him. I don't know if I can put a hole in his abdomen with unarmed. Oh wait. No, I got his gun lance. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to return the favor. Let's try to hit him where he hit me.
Okay.
Right.
Do you
wish
to give me threat so that you roll more than 2d20?
Can I do something here? Well, none of that applies. That don't apply. Sure. Why not? Take a threat. I'll roll 3.
Okay.
How bad off does this guy look?
He hasn't been hit yet.
Oh,
We've only got we knocked 2 out. I super disarmed the 3rd, so there's a 4th.
He's the last one standing. I have faith in us. Take the 1 threat. Let's see if we can't do something with him with just that for now.
Okay.
Actually, I did hit him.
You did do some damage to him, yes.
Yeah, so I did hit him. He has been. It's just he's not down yet.
Yeah, he's not down.
Yeah, all right. We'll just do daring security. I've got me a focus, and you got the 1, so that's 3. That is 3 dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. 3 successes.
All right, so I need to get 4 successes here. Spicy game. We gotta do it. It's a spicy game.
I love the collective.
I'm gonna spend the 2 threat. Oh, do you want to reroll?
No. I was saying I love how we're anti-upping with every roll. It's like raise the stakes by raising them on stakes.
Oh God, how much of an asshole do I want to make this guy? Because I could spend could be a 4 threat spend to make it a lethal counterattack. You know what? We're going to do a 4 threat spend lethal counterattack. Spicy game.
Do it, fam.
There you go.
I am prepared to die if it takes this targ with me.
All right, let's expand out that 37. That's a 7, a 7, a 9, and a 14. That is 4 successes, just enough. Just enough. And as a reminder on him, he is rolling... Where is it?
Don't worry about killing me. I have other character concepts ready to go.
I assure you, he does.
To whatever logical conclusion a Klingon would. I'm going to Stovacor one way or another, baby. Let's go.
Okay. So he is going to shoot you with his disruptor in melee range. It's going to be 5 challenge dice worth of damage. Oh my god. How much stress do you have remaining? 7?
7.
Okay.
I don't suppose a value would help me stay alive. Or
that's what I'm
down.
trying to calculate, because I think the only thing that would keep you alive, the only thing, is if you challenge a value right now, then immediately use that determination to stand up, because it is not only 5 or more damage, but it also has completely nullified your stress track. So you're basically taking 2 injuries here, and the only way to stay up through that is a determination spend.
I'm going to say that, well, I wouldn't say that this challenges the idea of struggle breeds honor as a value. Struggle, it may breed honor, but it might breed a dead Klingon, and how can one breed honor if they are truly dead? So maybe there needs to be some flexibility in the value of struggle. Maybe struggle sometimes isn't the right way through. So I'll challenge that value. Let's nix that there. I'll spend determination. And do I still have to roll to stay alive, or is that just like...
No, you just
alive?
do it, but you have 0 stress right now.
Oh, man. See,
that actually sounds like you have the most stress. That's saying.
Exactly.
That does not sound like a threat to me. That sounds like a goal. Can we rephrase that? I'm kidding.
I think it should be said the other way around. He's the most stressed.
I got you.
So the only thing I have to tell you, though, is that as much as it is a determination spend for you to stand up heroically, if I do even 1 point of damage to you, you are dead.
You are
as in, you are super dead, can't be brought back, you are gone.
Do it. Songs will be sung of Maury, the finest lawyer on the entire Honasto, the first to bring Klingon judiciary to a new galaxy, and maybe the ship's cook is getting ready to take a nice point in the away team or something. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. Bring it.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Because, you've got I.K.S and you've got Dagon. They can take this guy down, right?
Yeah.
And I've got a team of karaoke lawyers that are ready to sing the song and honor me throughout the years.
An engineer and a doctor.
It's fine. Look, I have 0 stress / all the stress. I'm not sure. It is backwards logic when you think about it too hard.
There is great honor between the two of you.
You're also not dead yet.
Yeah. Anyway, still standing. Maybe not well, but standing.
So, do you want the good news or the
Gowron
bad news?
eyes? I don't care. I'm double good news. I'm Gowron eyeing this motherfucker at this point, with how mad with blood rage I am. So, all right, do your good and bad news. Let's hear it.
So you go down to the ground. You're still alive. You go down to the ground, and in a moment, you're going to do the WWE rise up from the ground kind of a thing. Was it the Undertaker that did that? The one that came out of the coffin? But you're going to rise up in a moment right behind this guy, but he thinks he killed you. So he's going to turn his disruptor. Ooh, chat, thank you for the threat.
Chat, you used to be my boy. You used to be cool, chat.
The asshole, as I'm going to call him, is going to turn his disruptor on either Dagon or K.S. The question is, who does he target? Decisions. I think K.S, you're our lucky winner today.
Sure, why not?
There you go.
So I am going to spend the 2 threat that I just got for a lethal 3d20. And let's see what happens. Now, this isn't opposed. This is, he just needs 2 successes. I believe with a 20, he got at least 2 successes, but let's expand that out. Yeah, he got 3 successes.
Yeah.
No, 4 successes. So he actually gets 2 threat right back. But it's only 5 challenge dice worth of damage. It's fine. Oh my god.
It's only a flesh disruption.
Oh my god.
Murphy.
Wow,
Oof.
we're
all the damage we didn't take before is finally coming home to roost.
We're making up for our 3-month hiatus.
Yeah, apparently. So
Yeah.
Honasto,
on average, it's great.
Honasto, you're going to take 8 damage, 8 stress. And you are considered also lethally injured as you are shot in the chest. You can either give me a momentum and a threat, 2 threat, or if you really want to, you could use the determination spend, but you would have to challenge a value there.
I mean, I definitely can challenge a value, but I think... Wait, how many... I used a determination already. Do I have...
That's the thing, is that by challenging a value, you get a point of determination back.
Oh, yeah,
so
well...
I don't think you spent your determination
I literally have no dying on my watch, which could be myself dying on my own watch.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do that.
It's a bit of irony for you.
Yeah.
It is. Or I also have, is today truly a good day to die? So I do actually have a couple of values.
You're covered.
Yeah, I do actually have a couple of values where I'm challenging, is it really right to die now? And I think this is kind of yeah.
Well, you tell me.
I don't know, I'm trying to think. Maybe today is not truly a good day to die. Maybe I'm second guessing that shit while I'm like staring it down. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly the mechanics of it, but
so the way it would work is you would check that little toggle next to the value. It would give you a determination back, and then you could immediately spend that determination to stay up rather than go down lethally injured.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's challenge is today truly a good day to die.
Okay. And as a reminder for anybody who is challenging a value here, you don't replace it quite yet, but at the end of this session, you can go back and change out that challenge value for something else. It doesn't have to be related to that specific value, but mostly for roleplay sake, it's kind of how did this value change, as it were.
Right, and I like the idea of second guessing. Wait, if I'm the healer, if I'm the one that's supposed to help, like, yeah, I kind of dig that. All right. So I just basically, I crossed it off, blew my determination, so now I'm very stressed, or unstressed, but up.
All right.
Distressed,
there you go.
So what that now means, here's the good news. Guy's already acted, which means I.K.S, Dagon, all you have to do is just hit this guy. You have 2 shots at hitting this guy. So just which one of you wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Sounds like party time.
Yep.
I'm not feeling very lucky right now, so yeah.
Right for the gonads.
Doesn't focus.
Oof. 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 You know what? I'm only going to spend the 1 threat for lethal counterattack because I believe in this guy. I believe too hard. I'm sorry.
Damn.
He is rolling hot today. Damn. All right. Well, I mean, it's only 5 challenge dice worth of damage. I'm sure it's fine. Oh my god. So that is 8 damage. That is enough to put you down to 0 stress.
Yep.
Do you wish to spend determination to avoid being lethally injured twice?
Now's the time. If you still have it.
Yep. Oh yeah, I do have it. Yeah, I don't even need to burn a value here. Yes.
Okay.
Spend the determination.
All right. So once again, the purple disruptor fires off, puts a hole in another chest, and unfortunately, Dagon, you fall to a knee. You're not dead, but man, does it hurt. Which now falls to I.K.S. I.K.S, Dagon doesn't look great. Mori is on the ground on his back. He does look like he's going to get up soon, but you really, really need to hit this guy now.
I really need to hit this guy. No pressure. All right. That is daring security still?
Yup. And remember, you have one momentum.
I have one momentum. We're using it, fam.
How lucky that we can't just YouTube jukebox music into the background for this, because this is some real final countdown shit.
Mm-hmm. 3 successes.
All right, well, I'll take that, because I had not been doing that good before.
I'm going to spend the 2 threat for the lethal 3d20.
Of course, it's fine.
I have been rolling amazingly so far.
Yep, it's fine. Klingon game. You know what?
Stop.
I'll come up with a backup character. It's fine.
Let us see what the dice have in store.
See what the dice have in store.
33. Okay, that could be good. Let's expand that out. That is an 8, an 11, and a 14. That is 3 successes, not the 4 that are required to beat you.
All right.
There you go.
So now it comes down to you doing enough damage.
All right. Here we go.
That is... Okay.
7, 8, 9, 10.
So, Honasto, you are going to kill this guy.
Sure am.
How are you blowing him up with your gun lance?
All right. So this time I'm going to take the gun lance and point it like right under the chin, I guess, and then fire. So just goes right through the head.
Blow his head off.
Yeah, just blow the head off. We are not messing around this time.
Heads up.
Well, as this guy loses his head and loses his cool, a shower of purple blood rains down on all of you. The now grisly headless corpse just kind of spasms and falls to the ground. And everything goes quiet. You have finished this combat. As a reminder, there are 2 unconscious ant-lion-lion or ant-eater-lion combinations, but they are out. They're not going to wake up anytime soon.
That is the least of my concerns right now.
Mm-hmm.
We must honor our foes. Kind of like dragging up to my feet.
Yeah, later.
Head down. If we do not honor them, we are not Klingons that were worth this combat. Kind of doing the beware the warriors are approaching scream as good as the damn near corpse can.
Sure.
Coughing a lot.
So you do, of course, the warrior scream.
We are in no condition to move, but we must.
And it's at this point that you remember that monkey shark creature, the triped?
Yeah,
it actually pokes its head around a tree and says, "Wow, you actually killed them." And he looks directly at Dagon. And he looks directly at Mori. We need to get you to my village immediately. Here, I don't know your name, but here, you carry one, and I'll carry the other.
I will not be carried. And I'm gonna use the gun lance as a as best I can as like a cane or a crutch or something. Get up to my feet and just hobble.
And the creature isn't going to argue with. He says, "All right, whatever. We need to get moving before more of them show up."
Yep. Lead the way.
All right. Don't worry, Kanash. Your moment to shine as a doctor is coming. I'm just setting you up for success here.
I mean, I had the moment to shine of taking out 2 of them.
Can she walk and patch at the same time?
Yeah. Can I like walk in front and just like bandage as like just keep running around in circles around them and just.
Well, that's my question: is what are you using for bandages? Because you don't even have a med kit.
It's a good question.
We've got Klingon clothes.
She's
Klingon warriors.
It's true. We do have the clothes on our backs.
Yeah. Rip these things to the shreds
there
as you need. You know what, Doctor? I'm gonna just rip a shred of baldric or whatever the hell armor and shit that Klingon wears off of my arm that's not supporting the gun lance.
We could also take the clothes off of the...
Nope. They are proud warriors, and we will honor them.
All right, fair.
We will not send them naked into their honorable ends.
Does that really matter? Okay, well, whatever.
The Klingon lawyers adjudicating here, honor demands it.
Oh, you know what? Chat brings up a good question. Are you going to take any more of their weapons, or are you only going to have the 2 Dishba gun lances and the improvised trap weapon that Dagon has?
Oh, see, I had a weapon, so I didn't even think about that. How
How much time passes between, we vanquished the last of them, the others are unconscious, and the...
I'm all for taking more weapons.
Same. Yeah. I'll take a halberd. It's still an edge weapon, so...
There is a halberd, there is that staff scythe, and there is that disruptor that the guy was using to great effect.
Oh, I'll take the disruptor.
I was about to say, someone should take the disruptor.
And the goof weeder.
Okay.
Do you have... Wait, can you carry with one arm that's in bad shape?
Yeah, I've still got one good arm. I mean, it doesn't take two to carry it.
Let's take whatever we can in short order, I guess.
Okay, let me just make a note here. So you have the disruptor, you have 2 gun lances, and are you also taking the halberd?
Yeah, that's too big.
By any chance, do they have anything? Well. Do they have anything that's obviously a med kit or anything like that?
Yeah, do they have any tricorders or anything?
They don't have a tricorder or a med kit, but they do have something that looks like a communication device.
I wouldn't know what to do with it. Anyone here know engineering enough?
Well, duh. I'll take one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst it'll do is, if it winds up tracking them, we just fling it somewhere. We can.
Well, that's actually what I'm going to have Dagon make a roll for. Yeah, Dagon.
That's the only concern I have.
Yep.
If you can give me a reason engineering, this is a reverse engineering focus. Difficulty of 1 on this one. 3 successes. You get 2 momentum. Well done. So, Dagon. Yeah, there's a tracking device in here, but you could rip it out or disable it or do whatever you want with it. Very, very simple to do.
Disable.
Taunt them back. Do it like pirate radio station style.
All right. So you disable the tracker. At this point,
I do. Yeah.
The triped monkey shark thing is going to be like, all right, come on, we really got to go.
Let's follow.
All right. So what ends up happening is you trek through the rainforest for what feels like hours, but in reality, it's probably more like 10, 15 minutes. But what ends up happening is the monkey shark leads you to a seemingly innocuous kind of hill. But what you notice is they sort of press through the foliage and you follow suit and you emerge into a cave system. There are other of these creatures here, and it is at this point that all of you, as you're looking at these strange creatures, you remember that they are apparently called the Nirin. And you're thinking to yourself, you're like, why do I know the Nirin? And then what occurs to you is that you again hear a voice say, ah, yes, the Nirin. They are the greatest hunt target there is. And
until now.
Yeah.
I think we did this backwards, fam.
So the Nirin, as you now know them, they kind of look at you as you come in, but your, I guess, guide, for lack of a better term, the guide leads you to a sort of a healing tent. It's very much kind of just this bit of cloth that's hanging from a stalactite. Yeah, it's stalactite. It's hanging from a stalactite where there's beds of leaves, and there is another Nirin with herbs and spices, as I like to think of it.
Nirin with herbs and spices, or Nirin with herbs and spices?
Yeah, I was about to say, where's the emphasis?
They have the Colonel's secret recipe that apparently can be used to heal things.
I'm a Colonel. Tell me.
But as they set, if someone was being carried, as Dagon and Mori are being suggested that they lay down on the mats so that Kanas or one of the healers can heal them, your guide is going to say, I must thank you for saving me from the Levry. They are, unfortunately... Yes, and it's at this point that you again begin to experience, the Levry, I've heard of this before. But it is one of those moments where, yes, the Levry are quite tenacious. They have kept us trapped on our planet for millennia at this point. We are slave creatures meant for only hunting. And you You must have gotten our message, the tight beam message to come save us. And unfortunately, it seems that the Leverie detected it, and instead of, I don't know what you would call it, working against that or trying to tell you otherwise, they captured your vessel.
How many packs do they hunt? Do they send down? More than 4 or 5 at a time?
Well, each pack is 4 to 5. There are anywhere between 5 to 20 different packs.
So we do not expect more of them for some time?
As long as they don't know where we are, that is correct, yes.
In that case, I am going to pass out now. Thank you for allowing us our honor and for... This is kind of KO from 0 HP. Yeah.
I mean, he did take a lot of stress.
And
he is very stressed.
Yeah. Motherfucker bled from multiple abdomen holes and limped. Yeah. Onto the leaves.
All right. What about you, Dagon? Are you gonna stay standing?
Yep.
Or?
Oh no, I'm laying down.
Okay.
I've toughed it out long enough.
All right. In that case, Kanas, you may now attempt first aid. Yay!
I may attempt some first aid. All right. So I guess it still counts as field medicine, even though I'm in like a safer spot, because I just don't have my equipment and stuff, right?
Correct. And the benefit of it being here with the herbs and spices is I'm actually going to once again give you 3d20 to start with on this.
All right.
Wasn't there another that ran around that was doing healy stuff?
That's where the additional 3d20s come from.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, Kanas, you're going to be doing a daring medicine, and you just tell me which roll is applying to which person.
All right.
Please try not to heal us. Yeah. Don't turn us into a Klingon centipede, please. We don't need that.
Yeah.
Damn.
I am going to say that when accounting for field medicine, it is still a difficulty of 2. It was a 3. It's now a difficulty of 2.
Okay.
And emergency medicine definitely applies as a focus.
Yeah, it definitely should. I was thinking, I was like, I have a focus. It had at least one focus. All right.
Okay, so you do get a momentum back. And was this for Mori or for Dagon?
Mori. Sure, why not?
All right, Mori. Let me consult the rules on healing in first edition. It has been a hot minute. You know what? I'm just going to say that since it will be a new scene and you're going to get all your stress back anyway, what's going to matter is Mori, you are no longer considered to be lethally injured, so well done there.
Hooray!
But I need you to make a note on your character sheet that whether you put it in notes or you make it a trait, whatever you want to do, just note that you now have 2 scars of some kind.
2 more scars.
All right, and then Kanas, if you could do the same for Dagon. All right, now there's success. Wow. Now 3 successes, so that now brings you up to, by my count, 4 momentum.
There we go. Made up for lost time or lost battle.
Yep.
But did it.
And same thing's going to apply to you, Dagon. You are no longer considered lethally injured, and just make a note that you also now have 2 additional scars.
Right.
So, Kanas, you work with the Niran healer, and you are able to, get Dagon and Mori out of the woods, as it were. But they definitely still need some rest. They still need some recuperation. But Mori is definitely still passed out. Dagon, it's your call whether or not you are cognizant enough for this. But your guide is actually going to say, you are quite the healer. Right, names. Where are my manners? My name is Vo. Literally V-O. And on behalf of my tribe, I welcome you to this place. What is your name?
Captain Kalas. And yes, medicine is my specialty. So look around, get a, just kind of check out. Was there anything else of interest in the
love what you done with the cave. Nice lava tubes.
So you do see that, again, if you haven't seen Avatar, I'm trying to use non-Avatar references.
I know, I'm sorry. I've seen like 2 movies in my life, and that's not one of the 2.
No, you're good. So imagine that this is definitely like a village underground. So there's kids running around. There's others that are preparing food. There's some that are, preparing weapons. And just generally, this looks like just a place of life, a place of, I wouldn't say joviality, but they're definitely not like grim and sullen, if that makes any sense.
Uh-huh.
So like they live here and enjoy it, and they're vibing.
Yeah,
as best a hunted species can be, I guess.
Yeah. But
they're making the best out of a bad situation.
Exactly. But Vo just kind of motions and says, I do not know if your species can have the same food we can, but you are more than welcome to join me and bring food to your fellows. I imagine there's much to discuss, because if you are here, that likely means your vessel has been taken by the Levery. And if that is the case, then your entire crew could also be on this planet.
I'm thinking back to like that would be a shit ton of Klingons.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we didn't take the whole.
Oh, right, we didn't take the whole Honasto. Right. My brain was like, wait a second, that's a lot of Klingons.
Yeah, you were on the Mangholm, the Negvar, so roughly about 600 to 700, low estimate.
I mean, it's still not nothing, but I feel like if there was that many, we might have seen more.
If I recall, though, you can put actually about 5,000 Becks on a Negvar, so...
Yeah, so you weren't packed to capacity. You were kind of running on a smaller crew size.
Yeah.
But wait, and this is the player remembering. It's like, oh yeah, we actually did not go to the planet, but maybe we went somewhere else where we did. Oh,
that's in character. That confusion in character. Totally.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, in character. Yeah, I'll be like, well, wait, we saw them. We saw the weapons before too, right?
And Vo kind of grimaces and says, yes, if what we were able to detect was correct, you did dock with Hunt Station number 3, the Levery Hunt Station around our planet.
Does this happen often, where outsiders wind up on the planet in the same manner we did?
Not in the fact that they were hunting you. They often come down with a Levery guide and then proceed to hunt us. So the fact that they have gone to such lengths to turn you and your crew into new hunt targets does not bode well.
For us or for them?
Yes.
Well, I think we did show them.
But we do need to act quickly. I do not know where your vessel is being kept. I doubt it is on the planet itself. But we do need to save your people, assuming they have been interspersed throughout the continent. We do need to contact other tribes and see how many of your people have been hunted or how many of your crew is surviving. And we also need to figure out a way to get you back up to your vessel.
All very important things. As Honasto is still just trying to remember, like, how did we wind up here?
Well, as you sit there trying to remember, I think this is an excellent time to pause our session for today.
That's what I was getting at. I was like, this seems like the next mission will start next time.
Yep, time to have some Rashomon syndrome. We all remember different things.
Mm-hmm. But no, the good news is that since we are going to start next time as a new scene, you get all your stress back. Your stress all comes back, so you can go ahead and put that to full. Your determination does not recharge, so unfortunately you're still without your determination because all of you spent it. But maybe I'll figure out ways to get you determination. But what did you all think?
On it. Oh, I loved it.
That was some real Klingon battle hours. I think.
Yeah, I was dead ass ready to die.
He was.
Let's do this, fam.
We're going in.
And it's very interesting to me because I've been mostly running second edition. This is my only remaining first edition game. Second edition is a little bit easier to take down NPCs, and it's a lot harder for me to lethally injure and like literally kill you in second edition. But I think it definitely lends well to a Klingon game where it's like, well, I guess I'm spending 2 thread, and then just looking back at my rolls, just so many good rolls on my part.
You did roll really well.
Yeah. I mean, look, that's why there's the Klingon source book for first edition and not the weak Federation second edition. They can have their. It is easy. It is not easier to kill the Federation. It is easier to kill those that are ready to die for honor.
Right.
So it's system mechanically correct. This is not a bug. It is a feature.
Indeed.
So do I need to redo the Struggle Bees breed honor value since I got challenged? And
yes. So anybody who challenged a value, you can do it now. You can do it between when we play next. Just at some point, you need to change that value to something else. But yeah, with that, Twitch, stick around because we're going to raid somebody. But YouTube, we'll see you later. Bye, YouTube.
See you,
Bye, YouTube.